Okay, so here's a scary thought. Imagine being Chris Philp. Your party's record in immigration is in tatters. You spent over £700 million on a plan that deported exactly 0 people, and your big comeback strategy is to lie about it. Philp's out here pretending the Rwanda plan was some flawless, foolproof 100% removal schemes, like it's ready to change the world if only Labour hadn't stopped it. But what he's not telling you is the scheme was capped at 300 removals. That's it, 300. Out of the tens of thousands arriving, and each of those theoretical deportations would have cost the taxpayer an extra £180,000 on top of the hundreds of millions already flushed away for absolutely no return. He wants you to forget all about that, wipe it clean, reboot the narrative, because Philp only has one trick: Rwanda. It's in his answer to everything. Boats crossing, Rwanda. System backlog, Rwanda. Sunak and Kemi's failings, Rwanda. It's like he's stuck in a broken loop. He's not out doing the rounds with new ideas, he's not offering serious policy, he's just recycling a failed scheme, dressing it up as fantasy numbers, and hoping nobody does the maths. It's actually quite nice to see Trevor Phillips actually call him out on something. But when he does get called out, he just talks louder, over facts, over evidence, over common sense. This isn't policy, it's political cosplay. A man wanting to be minister again, armed with sound bites and talking points, desperately trying to look tough, but at the end of the day, we're not buying it.
Can you find it in your heart to congratulate the Home Secretary for achieving something that you and your predecessors failed to do, which is to strike a returns deal with the French?
Well, I'm not going to be congratulating the Labour government or the Home Secretary for presiding over record-ever numbers of illegal immigrants crossing the Channel. This year so far... This year so far has been the worst ever.
I asked you, she made a deal. Wouldn't it be gracious to say you did something?
Not really, because this deal will only see about 6% of illegal immigrants who arrive in the UK getting returned to France. And the idea that, therefore, 94% can stay here is going to have any effect is absolutely ludicrous. Of course, if 94% of illegal immigrants who cross can stay in the UK, that is no deterrent whatsoever. What might have been a deterrent is a 100% removal policy, which was ready under the Rwanda scheme. It went through all those court battles. It was ready to go, Trevor, as you know, just after the election, but they cancelled it.
When you say 100% Rwanda, I mean...
They cancelled it just before it was due to start.
There are 4 or 5 people got on a flight to Rwanda, and all of them were politicians. You didn't remove a single person to Rwanda.
Because, as I just said, it hadn't started. It was due to start just after the election on the 24th of July. I can be very precise, but Keir Starmer and Yvette Cooper cancelled it just days before it was due to start. And what has happened since then? Numbers have surged by over 40%.
Just to remind me, because maybe my memory is failing me here, but I think the capacity that you had for removing people was something like 300. There are 50,000 people coming across the Channel this year, probably. Yeah. So there wasn't... The Rwanda scheme would have had almost no impact at all.
No, that's not true. So there was not a numerical cap on the number who could have been sent to Rwanda. And what you also find, to make a second point, is that once you start removing 100% of arrivals, within just a few months, like 2 or 3 months, people stop attempting the crossing, because why would you? Now, a very similar approach worked in Australia 12 or 13 years ago. The same approach would have worked here, and it was a massive mistake by Keir Starmer and Yvette Cooper to cancel that scheme just days before it started, and as a result, numbers have surged, and this year so far has been the worst ever. Their plan to smash the gangs, by the way, which they used to talk about a lot, you don't hear them say a word about that because it has so laughably failed.
All right.
So, well, Philp clings to his 700 million fantasy and shouts about Rwanda like it's the second coming. Real people are still crossing, real solutions are being ignored, and real accountability is nowhere to be found. But what happens when Labour finally gets a deal and the right still pretends it's a disaster? Because Starmer did strike an agreement with France, and you won't believe how the Conservative responded, which you can see in the video that's on screen now. Thanks for watching, don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time.